I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run the operation. Went broke in the savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, Morrison. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. York, that one is caught by Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, York. And he's got his man, Donnell. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Morrison into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Morrison. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, York. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. York. And he completes it to Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, York. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 70 yards. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Perkins. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Morrison firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Morrison. Incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Hunt. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, York.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 25-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down. They'll go with the keeper. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us for you. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on fourth and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
On first down, Morrison. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A full start backs him up 5. First and 15. From the gun, Morrison. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be third and 12. Operating from the gun, Morrison. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Browns 31, Steelers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on first down. Morrison escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun give to Perkins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Morrison. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on third down, Morrison. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. York gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Flushed out right. They'll check this down to McFarland. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the gun, Morrison. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back.
And look at this. It's a fake. Out to his left. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. First down, they'll run with Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 26. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Operating from the gun, Morrison. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
First down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrison looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at his own 8-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Hunt. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. He's going to take another shot here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The bootleg. Morrison. They'll roll him out right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's
a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Brady Williams picks it off. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he's got it. He was into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. On the toss, coming right is Perkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Recovered by the defense.
On 1st and 10, York. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 63. Steelers 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70. Steelers 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Morrison. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20, 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 66 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold after.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 84. Steelers 33.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To throw from his end zone, Morrison escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
From the gun, it's a run with Perkins. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.